We are back with another video. This one is jam-packed full of fun, disappointments, and everything else you'd like in a video about off-roading your Tacoma. Anyway, we're at Windrock again. This was a good time. Little recap, not that it really matters, but I towed it down this time. I towed the Tacoma with my work vehicle, and the transmission went out 2.5 hours into my 7.5 hour trip. So it got dropped off in somewhere in the lower part of Illinois. I rented a U-Haul and towed the Tacoma the rest of the way because it was on a trailer. And we got it there with no problems. Shout out to the guys who did that. They had me fixed within 3 days. They found a transmission, swapped it out for me, put it back together. So when I came back through with the U-Haul, I picked up my van, which is what I hauled it out there with, and hooked everything back up, dropped the U-Haul off, and went back home. But we're wheeling with a lot of St. Louis guys here. Some from my Tacoma page. Some of them couldn't make it, but we had an all-around blast. This park is really hard to get out and just get video when you're going on some of these things, just because there's a lot. Usually when we go, there's a group of probably 15 to 20 people, so it's kind of hard to stop the whole thing just to get a couple videos. So I tried not to do that at all. This one was just be a spot that I was either down the hill or up the hill, so that's why you're seeing some of these different vehicles going up. This is one of the trails that we took that was guided by the guys from ATR. Shout out to them. And then we met up with a guy that I hadn't met until this trip down here, and it was a good time with him. He showed us around the park quite a bit, so he's been here a lot more than I have. And we really wanted to hit Trail 15, so this is Trail 15 at Windrock. Don't get your hopes up. It's pretty sweet though. This guy's XJ just rocks and rolls. So my Tacoma's got a little ways to go to get to that point, but it's that short wheelbase on this thing that helps them out a lot. And that's not IFS. Weak IFS because of 37s. It's my fault, so I'm not blaming the truck. It's my fault. And I'd do it again any day of the week. So just watch these clips and enjoy the rock slinging mud mess on this trail.
Knuckle cut on that rock that he was on earlier. I'm going that way. I know, you're getting your knuckle caught up on that rock. Bumper.
So I just started off on a bad foot on this trail. Give it a couple shots here, but my rear passenger tire just kept getting hung up right there, sitting on sliders. Without a front locker, it makes it so challenging. That Jeep has a front locker, obviously, so that's why both of his front wheels are spinning and mine only spins one, and it's always the wrong one, and you just sit there and spin, and you try to find a line that works, and it just didn't work. So yeah, I pulled winch on this spot onto a rock that was sitting there just to get it over that hump, get the back wheels over that hump, and then tried it again.
You're gonna have to bump it. Yep. Only thing sucks about those, they don't fucking get any wheel speed at all. Yeah. Yeah, just when you bump it, go drive her a little bit. Like as soon as you pass that rock right there.
No, Pat, well, yeah. Oh, no. You got it back. There you go. Straighten up.
Straighten up.
You got a bump. I'm trying to step gingerly.
And we cut the winch part out there because obviously the guy who hooked up the winch is also the camera guy, so we'll just keep moving on here. But yes, I pulled winch. I have no shame in pulling winch. Apparently some people do, but I mean, it's on the truck, why not use it, kind of thing. So let's see what we can get after this time.
I need to get my tire on this rock. We're going to get you on the rock here in just a second. Because you're about to... It doesn't pull itself off the slider. Okay. It won't do it. All right, turn driver then. Right there. Turn driver. Now climb up. Yep. Straighten up a little bit. There you go. Okay.
Skid plate.
Yeah, you're on your belly.
Yep. Back off. Yep. Keep backing off a little bit, maybe. All right. Turn driver. Oh, you're gonna have to back off a little bit more. All right. Yep.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, no. Okay. All right, straighten up. There you go. Come on. Right like that.
Oop, there goes my shoe.
Is he on his diff? Diff's on that rock. Okay.
Your diff.
Back up. All right, straight back. Keep passing. Come on. Now turn driver. Keep going.
You're gonna hit your bumper just a little bit. If
Maybe. Come on.
nope, you're right in that groove of that rock.
Turn passenger. Hey, can I climb up this little step right here on the left? Yes. Hey, put it in, are you in double low?
Yeah. No, I'm in just single low.
Okay. Double low it and start slowly, just start getting some speed and start just lugging it. There you go. Be more methodical with this.
Oh.
Turn. Back up a little bit.
So if you're not excited yet, just keep waiting.
And back up. All right, right there. Now turn driver horn. Now come on. Back up again. All right, turn driver.
So I'm sure it's a bit boring when it's just back and forth and all you're doing is watching me move about half a mile an hour. But trust me, it's a lot of fun in the driver's seat. Go out there, try some lines, get out and wheel, go see some stuff. Just have a blast.
Almost. He's hung up on his bumper though. He needs to go more.
So I'm going to speed the process along here so we can get out of this part and get you to the juicy stuff. So if you haven't noticed, again, I throw out that bumper a lot. I mean, I bash that thing on rocks. I do all sorts of stuff with it. I've winched it in places I probably should never winch it from. And it hasn't done anything. I hit a rock where it's bent now. I just took it off the truck, noticing that it's bent, but I mean, it was a pretty hard hit, and I remember that. It was here, but not in this spot. So, yeah. These guys make some pretty quality stuff. Here's a little notch section of the trail. This is one where most people scrape or get some body damage because that rut on the right-hand side of the video just looks, you can tell it's scraped. So you can see the Jeep, he's going to run his whole side down that, but he's got some rub rails in the back, so he's good. Trying to get up on that little thing doesn't work either. Just keeps throwing you back into the rut.
Oh, you just blew a tire.
So he blows a tire, and we just winch him up out of that spot to get that tire off, and he actually reset it with an air compressor, so that was good. No harm, no foul for him. And when I get to this spot, you'll notice I got the winch running off of that. That's just keeping the front end up off of the wall, so it looks really tight, my driver's side fender, and I'm not touching the wall at all. And it could drive under its own power, but it would be laying against that wall. So I got the winch, and then the magic white smoke comes. And with the magic smoke, it blew the motor. So yeah, a couple holes in the block. 4.5 hours of winching up this trail. Shout out to the guys who helped us out with that. They didn't mind doing it. They had a blast. We had a blast. Learned some techniques from the guys. And then back down the mountain using somebody's trucks, holding onto the truck in the back to keep it from flying away. Because obviously I had no brakes, just e-brake. And there's the crack in the driver's side. Just recently found one on the passenger side. So stick around for the rebuild. We're going to actually pull this motor and put a 1UZ in it. So yeah, it's going to be good. So thanks for watching, and stick around. We'll post some updates here soon.